BrightSource Energy is a startup company developing solar thermal power plants, and it has generated buzz with its ability to line up major customers. It has signed contracts to build 2.6 gigawatts of solar thermal farms in the desert. It will sell power from those projects to Pacific Gas and Electric, as well as Southern California Edison. We spoke with CEO John Woolard.
So what BrightSource does is we build power towers that, with a boiler that's about 450 feet off the ground, a field of mirrors that heats that steam to 550 degrees C. And the biggest advantages of a tower are you can now attain the temperature and pressure to match today's most efficient steam turbines. So if you can't get to the highest temperature and highest pressure available that's used by steam turbines today, you're now, by definition, building an inefficient plant. And energy for the last 100 years has always been about efficiency. So the higher the temperature, the higher the pressure, the more efficient your plant, and efficiency means less losses and lower cost. One of the really nice attributes of solar thermal is you have power that is reliable, you can site it in areas of very, very good sun, and so you have power that isn't spiky and it's very reliable and shows up when you need it, which is actually a very key characteristic the utilities look for as they shop for or try to put together a mix of renewable power. I was an environmental planner before any of this, so I did a lot of my graduate work looking at biodiversity, looking at habitat, looking at species issues, looking at migration corridors. It's in our DNA. We're very, very thoughtful as a company about how you permit, where you site things, and I think we're very good at it. We know how to select sites that are disturbed, near transmission. Sometimes a lot of them are close to highways and areas that are flat. What we look for is flat land, previously disturbed. Ivanpah already had cattle grazing on it, and we're just replacing one use with another. One thing BrightSource does that I think we're fairly proud of, and it sounds slightly counterintuitive, is we move really slowly on things like contracts and permitting and land. We're thoughtful about how we engage in discussions. We don't rush anything. So the agreements that we've done with PG&E and Edison were years in the making. We've probably spent 2 years in total, 2.5 years with PG&E, making sure we had a set of contracts and arrangements that worked well for both sides. In the power plant industry, you think of decades and gigawatts and not, it's not a quarterly cycle exactly.